The Reddit post has since been deleted, and the user Blockbuster Boy Uni has been banned from Reddit. The original post read as follows. This is kind of a long story, and I apologize, but all this information is important in order to understand the full context of the situation. My parents recently moved to Florida a few years ago, but still own a piece of property in my area I look after for them. One piece of property is a very secluded piece of land that is a long, muddy road that is about 3/4 of a mile long and leads to a small pond. My parents were always paranoid about someone getting hurt on that piece of property because it was a very popular location for kids to dirt bike, and they had a lot of issues with trespassers, poachers, and people dumping trash. They wanted to gate the area off, but were told they weren't allowed to because the road is considered a utility easement. The strange stuff started about 3 months prior to the main incident. The man that owns the adjoining property to my parents had called me and told me that someone had dumped trash and had thrown it down the hillside on the side of the dirt road. About a week later, I drove down with my truck to clean up the trash, and I found that all the trash was thousands of brochures for a vaccination app. They were rubber-banded bundles of brochures, and there must have been thousands of them. There were so many that you couldn't see the bottom of my truck bed when I was finished picking them all up. I tossed them all out and was extremely annoyed. I told my neighbor that if he saw anyone on my property again to call me immediately, and I'd come out and try to catch them dumping trash. Fast forward about 3 months, and I get a call at 5 a.m. from the wife of the adjoining property owner. The neighbor's wife had been returning from work and could see taillights on the dirt road as she passed by, and her husband had rushed out to try and catch them. He said when he pulled up his ATV, there were 2 school buses parked back to back and running.